Hi everyone, it's Gannon and I'm here today to recap the winter, its implications, as well as talk about what can happen in the short term as well as longer term into early summer. This winter was very dry even by winter standards. The western half of the state recorded record dryness while in the eastern half it was near record dryness. Most of this was due to the lack of snowfall. This lack of snowfall also contributed to much warmer than normal temperatures. I had kind of talked about that in the fall, that if we didn't have consistent snow cover, it was likely to be warmer than normal. That's exactly what played out, and what snow we did have was in and out very quickly. This dryness and record warmth also led to a record expansion of drought within the state. Before the winter started, drought was in a very manageable state and was kind of locked into several different areas. As we've come out of winter, it's across the entire state with several areas of D3, which is extreme drought. This extreme drought is also showing its face in the numerous wildfires we've had this month. To put it in perspective, our record fire year for a calendar year was 2012, when 500,000 acres burned. Just in March alone this year, we've had nearly 1 million acres burned, and the Morrill fire burned nearly 600,000 acres itself. Looking further ahead, here in the short term, I would expect these kind of windy, dry conditions to continue, and there's maybe a chance of rain in the first week of April. As we kind of back things out and look further out, the overall pattern seems to be the same, with a little bit of confidence in above normal temperatures, as well as some slight confidence in below normal precipitation. This is less than ideal when you kind of start looking at things, as drought's already in a very bad state, and the state's very, very dry. The other thing to keep an eye on is La Nina, which is cooler waters in the Pacific Ocean along the equator, fading into a neutral state, and then we rapidly shift into La Nina, which is warmer waters. This pattern is less than ideal for us because it typically does mean warmer and drier. Drought conditions will likely expand and continue to intensify across the state, while the other big wild card is severe weather. With the ongoing drought and the ongoing drought to the south of us, down in Oklahoma and across the Gulf, it makes it very hard for moisture to get up here. So if we do have severe weather, it might be very limited, but I hope I'm wrong on that and we get a lot of rain. I would also expect fires to continue at least here in the short term. We've had a lot of high wind days, and it looks like those are going to be on the horizon as well. To recap, it's a less than ideal situation we're in, and it's a less than ideal forecast. For once, I hope I'm wrong and everything pans out and we get a lot of rain and it starts cooling down, but as of right now, the official forecasts do not predict that, unfortunately. Don't forget, if you want more weather updates on a weekly basis, be sure to check in on Backyard Farmer every Thursday night starting in April.